Hello. My name is Tabitha Lee. I play the character of Sonia, the little sister, in My Sister's Keeper.
Hi, my name is Antonio Webster. I play the character David.
Hi, I am Akina Gilmore, and I play Veronica in My Sister's Keeper.
My name is Rita L. Hughes, and I play the mother, Jocelyn, of My Sister's Keeper.
Hi, my name is Sonia D. Gooden. I was the makeup artist behind the scenes for My Sister's Keeper.
Jocelyn, middle class woman, has single a household. She has 2 children. One aspiring to be a lawyer, the other one is in school.
Eat. Oh, Mom, I can't eat. I have to study.
Baby, you gotta eat something. Go ahead.
What you doing?
I am studying and doing my homework.
God, you are such a nerd.
Leave my
Whatever.
future lawyer alone. Now
Future
eat your
lawyer.
food.
Both she's very proud of. She loved her life. She loved her children. Although she was this strong woman, loved her kids, let's focus on why she's single and what's going on in that arena, and her wanting to have a connection with someone outside of her day-to-day activities, being a mother, and being this strong matriarch. When Antonio character came into play, it was the way that he approached her or approached Jocelyn, the way that he was really a smooth, sweet, kind appearing to be young man, to where she felt like, okay, I can be myself. I can let my guards down.
On those particular times, I was being that guy that was taking advantage of the woman. And because she was vulnerable and she allowed me in.
Hey, beautiful. Why don't you let me help you with those bags?
Oh, that's okay. I got it. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
You sure? I'm standing right here.
Yeah,
I told you I got you.
Yes, you did.
She let me into that space. That was my opportunity to insert myself whichever way I could.
Thank you.
You look so beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Your smile, oh my God. And check that out. You got my favorite wine.
Is that right?
Yeah, maybe we should have a glass sometime soon.
Maybe. I'd like that.
How about you give me your number so I can make that happen?
Bad dude.
And letting the guard down and being vulnerable, I think that is where we see that transition into her having to make a decision, go against things that were in her core that she believed that she would never do.
Girl, you sexy. You like that move I did?
I did.
Woo!
Give it to me, baby.
You ain't ready, baby. You ain't ready.
Woo!
But because she had fallen for this man in such a way that he convinced her that it was okay.
We gotta be quiet, cause that's my daughter, man. She like to study all the time.
Oh?
And she wanted to believe that it would be okay. And in doing so, making that transition, you get this situation where it starts to take over and consume her entire life, her entire being.
Oh, great. Y'all are home.
Come on, let me show you something in the back.
Ooh, what you gonna show me, Daddy?
As well as affect the 2 people who care about her the most, which are her daughters. say a bedroom scene, oh my goodness, does that require any nudity? Because that was one of my first questions. So I've never done anything like that before. And I wasn't, to be truthful, I wasn't interested in doing that. I consider myself to be a very artistic person, but I want to do everything. I believe that there's a way that you can portray, art is a way that you can portray certain things that you would be uncomfortable with. So it's all in how you present it. And Sheila was excellent in that. First of all, she was like, don't worry about that. We're going to do something a little different. And I said, okay.
Well, in that particular scene, it's hard not to be the bad guy because, again, I'm taking advantage of this woman in a vulnerable state. First, I made her feel good. Sexually, I made her feel good. You know, if you use your imagination, the way, you know, when the scene comes up, you see, oh, she's happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo.
Feel good, huh?
Oh, yes, baby. You know how to make me feel good.
That day of filming was my first time meeting Antonio. And it comes back for me to the professionalism. We actually went right into the scene. We jumped in the bed. It was just the way that it was done. It was so classic. It was it just made me feel good throughout the entire process.
You know how to make me feel good.
I got something else that's gonna make you feel even better.
Okay, I got her. I'm, at that particular time, and that can actually work both ways. Even for a female asking a man for whatever, that's a good time to get a good yes. After he done had his fun. So we had our fun, and I'm ready to feel even better, right? So, like I said, misery loves company. I got her. She already vulnerable. She trusts me. She trusts me enough to lay in the bed with me and do things. So maybe she'll trust me enough to get high, right? So that's what I do. I introduce her to another level of pleasure.
You love me?
You know I do.
Well, if you love me, why don't you get high with me?
Even though it's not, but in her mind, because I already got her to a level of pleasure. Now you see where I'm going with this. Now I got your mind, and I got your mind. You trust me enough to feel even more pleasure.
Come on, take a hit.
That's gonna make you feel good, as I mentioned.
I'm not a smoker, so that was a big challenge for me. So I was like, okay, how am I going to pull this off? But honestly, I think what they did, the steps that they took to make sure that I was comfortable, number one, that I knew exactly what was required in that very moment, and just allowing myself to relax. It turned out to be a really cool scene.
Babe, look at me. Babe, look at me. I love you. No. I got you. You trust me, right?
I truly believe that sometimes you don't really know what you're doing until you see it for yourself. I think that this film relates to a lot of women, because a lot of times, let me just not say a lot of women, a lot of people, because a lot of times people can come into your life and you're blinded by them, whether it's a friend or it's a relationship or coworkers or anything, and other people are warning you. It's always that one friend or that one family member who is like looking at them like, something is not right, or I'm not liking it.
Sonya,
What's up?
you think Mama is changing?
What you know changing?
I don't know. She just different. Can't you tell?
I mean, that's mama. You know how mama is.
Nah, mama is changing, and it's not for the best.
But you are blind and you don't see it until way later. And I think us actually seeing this woman be normal and regular and responsible and loving and kind, and to see how he came in there and how he manipulated and, you know, kind of destroyed and took over the family. You know, I think a lot of women will see this and be able to see their faults, because I've been in that situation too, where my friends and my family and everything is trying to tell me about this dude or this friend, and I'm just blind. I don't see it at all. You know, I just want to be loved and cared for, and y'all just tripping, you know, that type of thing. But later on, I had to learn my lesson. And I think that once this come out and women see this, it won't be that many lessons that they have to go through, because they will be able to see the signs and the tricks and the little microaggressions that happens that they didn't even notice at first. Because that's what I was doing when reading the script and watching them play it out. I was going back to my relationships like, oh, wow, that's how, you know, that happened, or that's how, you know, just certain things like that. You start to see little things that you didn't even notice before. It start picking up little manipulation tactics that you won't let happen to you no more.
I think my character was more of just kind of like the comedic relief.
Dang, Mike gave some grits or bacon or something. You always giving us apples. I don't want no apples.
Girl, you better eat what's on that plate. Now here.
Orange juice.
Here you go, baby.
Thank you, mama. Get out of my mom.
Leave her alone.
Why you so mean to me?
Baby,
I'm nice to
she's
her.
studying.
She always studying.
Now what you gonna be, huh?
I'm gonna be a nail technician. Boom.
Oh, really?
Real cute.
Well, what you think what your mama did?
Oh, that's cute, mom, but you need some pizzazz. You need some diamonds and sparkles.
You think
or something.
so?
That'd be real cute.
God, I'm not gonna be
okay.
able to study around either one of y'all.
Wait, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. See what you did.
Why blame me?
Baby, you always messing with her.
Oh
You
my
know she gotta
God.
study. Oh my God.
I need $5.
You need
I need
$5.
some money for lunch. Please.
No, eat your food.
Mama,
That's why I
listen to me.
made it for you.
But it's stale.
It's there.
I'm just saying you're losing your touch.
Oh, I'm losing my touch.
I'm just
okay.
mine.
So I'm losing I'm losing.
I need $5 for lunch.
Baby, if I had the $5, I'd give it to you, but I don't, okay? So go on and eat your food and put that phone down. See, that's why. You're hungry. You're not eating your food. You're too busy on the phone.
Can I get the green apples next time?
I'll get the green apples next time, okay? Does that make you happy? Love you too.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
$1. $2.50.
Also just kind of like fun loving. She was just like the little sister with no cares, you know, but I think that what happens is, you know, this young sister becomes subject to, unfortunately, what happens to her mother.
What's wrong, baby girl?
Don't touch me.
Like I want to crawl, you know, I was just crawling in my skin. Like, how dare you even come at me? What all that you've done, like you have destroyed my whole world, and you want to, you know, bring me down some more. You know, it's like, oh man, like and then pretend like nothing is wrong. Woo!
That bad? Talk to me. What's going on with you?
I don't want to talk to you.
Listen, I got something that'll make you feel real good.
I dirtied myself up because I mean, for me, like I have to really see it for me to really feel it, and so I think that I purposely like, you know, dirtied myself. I mean, I'm talking about really like gritty, had my shirt all, you know, whatever, and my face, and like I wanted to really, I mean, I had my lips was all cracked up and white and everything. Like I really wanted to look that part. To portray that, you know, that image. And so so the more that I looked at myself, I didn't see Tabitha, I saw this young girl.
My approach with it was to make it a gradual thing because, as we know, addiction is not quick. It's something that's gradual. You see it in stages. So I wanted to capture that look of being in a dark place of depression because it feels like life is closing in. So we kind of did like a gradual look on her face of going through that, and then to where she just totally just tipped on over. She bit the apple and you knew it because she started to look exactly like her mom and this guy that her mom was with. She had just totally just gotten to the edge of no return, it seemed like.
And so I think that what you see, in yourself is important. So in that moment, when I'm laying, I'm sitting in this driveway and I'm smoking because I'm just trying to have something. I'm just trying to feel good. I'm trying to have a happy moment because I've lost everything. So all I have is just this crack pipe. And so here I am, um, just trying to hold. And I've been at that place. I've been homeless. When I was going to school in Columbia in Chicago, I don't have any family there, so I pretty much bounced around from friends' homes, and so I've been in low places where I've had nothing, and so I've stayed in homeless shelters before. What I'm saying, just with nothing. Growing up, not having a lot, and so I think that I think back to those times when you want to feel something to make you feel good, and so I think in that moment, kind of made it easier for me to kind of pull from that.
I never played that role before to where I get to be the big sister and I get to, take charge of things.
Sonya, I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm not finna stay here and watch Mama kill herself. Sonya, are you gonna come with me?
Because I guess I'm so used to playing the kid or playing the child or playing the younger, person in a film or theater in a movie. This time I actually got to be, a character where I can be strong and have an opinion and, things like, so I was actually excited.
A lot of times the narrative that a lot of people like to flow to with the all black cast is that, oh, it has something to do with drugs, it has something to do with killing or murdering and things like that. There are so many different traps and so many different snares that a lot of people fall into where it's introduced. It does not always have to be all the time that you grew up in that environment, because if you watch the story, that was not their background, that was not how they were raised. And I think the way that it's portrayed in the story brings it about a way of people can look like everything is going great, and everything can be going great, but then when you have voids and you have things in your life where you're trying to fill that void because of a longing or a wanting or a desire, that you can just invite the wrong person in, that can destroy everything because you have a deficiency in your life somewhere else. And I think that's what this story shows.
Most movies, I mean, most TV shows, you always have the drug dealer. You always, I don't know, like you always have the crackheads or whatever it is, and it's just like it's always that same storyline. So I think with this story, um, you have a family that didn't start off like that. They're not from the hood. They're just a working mom just trying to provide for her daughters and want to see one of them go to college and just do well. And so unfortunately, again, she becomes subject to this smooth talking guy, and unfortunately she falls into that. And so there's so many things you can hit on. It's just as far as just what are we missing in our communities, like what lack of fathers and not talking about things, generational family things that need to be discussed and brought to the forefront that no one is really dealing with in our own communities. I think it's just so important for even the old school, the elderlies to talk to the young folks and vice versa and listen to each other. I mean, you have to bridge a gap somewhere. And so I think that it's, just conversation is so important now. I think because I mean, just this generation is completely different. I mean, from when I was 16, I have stepdaughters who are 15 and 13. And I mean, just the mindset is completely different. And so it's just how you relate, and so but we have to have more conversations and be honest, be transparent, put it out there, stop trying to hide things and being afraid to talk about those touchy subjects that everybody's afraid to really deal with. You can't break the curse if you don't deal with it.
To understand how the women look at us as a black man in certain scenarios. It's our job to be the head, and it's our job to lead and guide, if we're allowed to. But if we're not doing that like we're supposed to, then a lot of people are going through the same situation, or similar situations, dealing with the black father, the man in the house. He's not really in the house. He's sleeping around. He's doing all these other different things.
Being an all black woman cast, it was very therapeutic. I absolutely loved it. Him being the only man, we did give him the business. Okay, we did let him know how we felt and our complaints and all that, but it was in a joking way. But he really carried himself well, and he's the total opposite. Like, he is in no ways close to that character in real life.
I do feel like we have more work to do as a black man, as black men, so we can stop that theory on what a black man looks like. Well, what society says a black man looks like. He's no good. All he does is sleep around with women and do drugs and sell drugs and all these different things. I believe it's our job to counsel that notion.
Life still happens to everybody in every situation. And I think that this movie will have a lot of people relating, because you see the fluctuations, you see the highs, you see the lows, you see them trying to, figure it out. So I think anybody in any situation will be able to relate, because you see us in all of the situations.
I think the takeaway is that this can happen to anyone. Whereas what we're used to seeing on film, television, that really puts in my opinion, a very negative tone or outlook on a society of people, a race of people, if you will. The fact that this was a normal, up-and-coming family, single parent, although very, very caring and wanting to make sure that her daughters were ready and prepared for society. So in that, I think that is a strong message. That is a strong picture. We didn't start off from, a drug-infested home. It didn't happen that way. Something happened where a certain situation, what we all face, loneliness or, just an opportunity presenting itself. And we do that every day. And in doing that, things can happen. I think that's the story that Sheila is, in my mind, that's what Sheila is trying to say. No, we don't have to come out with guns blazing, all of this other stuff that you see. We want to give you a wholesome story that everybody can relate to, that is realistic, basically, and see how something that is so good, how it can, in the blink of an eye, go in another direction.
You love me?
You know I do.
Well, if you love me, why don't you get high with me?
Eat.
Oh, Mom, I can't eat. I have to study.
My future lawyer alone.
You look so beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You think mama is changing?
But you know I'm changing.
That's my Donald. She like to study all the time.
Oh, great. Y'all are home. You don't have to be here. Come with me.
You trust me, right?
Veronica.
Come on, take a hit.
I just don't want to change.
I got you.
I'm not gonna stay here and watch mama kill herself.
What's wrong, baby girl?
Don't touch me.
Well, just in case you change your mind, I got something that'll make you feel real good.
Wake up, Sonia. Wake up, baby. Wake up. I don't want this to happen to my baby.
Help give us the support we need to make My Sister's Keeper a full-length film. Visit our Facebook page, My Sister's Keeper Film. Also visit our Instagram and our website. We have a YouTube channel where you can get to know the cast and crew a little better and check out some short clips from the film. If you want to financially support, please visit our crowdfunding page. We are hoping to make this a full-length film. Support Black actors and actresses, and special thanks to the writer of this script, Sheila Young.